Standardized testing. What do we think? My name is Jennifer. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'm thankful that you're here. On my channel, we talk about all things homeschool. And today I want to talk about standardized testing. We live in a state where we are required to have an evaluation every year, and it can either be a portfolio evaluation or it can be standardized testing. And there are a number of different regulations that go with either one of those, but I won't get into that right now because your best resource for that is truly HSLDA or your own individual state organizations. This year we chose to do standardized testing, and so I want to talk a little bit about why we chose to do it and then how to go. So the reasons that we chose for standardized testing are really quite simple. I wanted to expose my daughter to it. As she gets older, she will be taking more standardized tests, and so I wanted to expose her to that now so that we can build on it each year. She can learn more about what they are like, how to take them. What's the strategy behind eliminating answers? When is it better to not answer the question? Is it better to ever not answer the question? And so those are the types of things that I wanted to start exposing her to now so that she will understand as she gets older more strategies to taking those standardized tests. Prior to her taking the test, we had many conversations about how I didn't expect her to know everything on the test, that it was not something that anyone expected her to know everything on that test, that it was truly to assess what she did know, and that no one in her grade level would know everything on the test, that the test has some questions that are lower than her grade level and some questions that are higher than her grade level, but it's all about her doing her best. I truly believe that she understood that going into the test. We also talked about with subjects like history, like science, how she studies different aspects of those subjects this year versus some of her friends who are homeschooled. They have different science curriculum, they have different history that they are studying. And so on the test, you need to ask a wide variety because it wouldn't be fair to just go off of her curriculum. What about her friends? They wouldn't have studied it, and so they wouldn't know anything about the materials that she studied. And so we talked about that quite a bit. One of the other things that we talked about quite a bit was, when can you eliminate answers? There are multiple choice answers, and when can you eliminate them? When should you eliminate them? And, deciding, hey, there are 4 answers here. I know for sure that 2 of them aren't right. How can she do that? What's the best strategy for taking these tests? And all of those aspects went very well with the test. What did not go very well was she requested to take the online test. I had the option of whether to do the online test or whether to do the paper test, and she had requested to take the online test, which I said okay, and we went ahead and ordered that. What I did not anticipate with that online test is that there were technical issues on the testing facilities part the morning of the test. And so she was ready to take the test, and we had to sit there and wait for it to start working. And we contacted them and all of those things, and it was just one of those things that happens with technology. But I think that definitely impacted her. She was not ready for that. She was not prepared to just sit and wait. And so that was something that I didn't like about it. Other part that I could not control, which I kind of wish I could have, but I couldn't, was the order in which the different subjects tests were given. And so, they did not put the subjects in the order that I would have preferred, but that's okay. You've got to learn to roll with the punches, right? At the end of the day, I am really glad that we chose to do the Iowa standardized test. And And I am planning on doing standardized tests again next year. I do believe that it is beneficial for my daughter to get more and more exposure to the standardized tests and to learn how to take them, to learn some of the strategies behind taking those tests. So in your state, are you required to have tests? Can you do the portfolio? So please let me know in the comments below if you have experience with standardized tests and what you think. Also, if you have any questions, please leave those in the comments below and I will be happy to answer them to the best of my ability. As always, thank you for your time and please make sure that you are subscribed. I hope that you have a great day and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.